Alright, I'm here at CES and I found somebody very, very special. My man Lioness.
What's up? Hi everyone.
Previously on the last episode of the Industrial Design Show, Jimmy sets out on a mission to finish his YouTube backdrop.
To occupy these areas right here, but so far, I think it looks pretty cool.
On his journey, Jimmy discusses the very important difference between being a technician versus a real industrial designer.
The issue with this is that you become more of a technician rather than a designer.
By the end, Jimmy completes his YouTube backdrop so that he can make cool videos for you guys for this episode. I hope you have your popcorn ready, designers.
That's the biggest drone I've ever seen in my life.
Cause this is the Industrial Design Show.
Purple. Is that cool? What's up guys? Today in this video I'm going to be telling you about the single most important thing that makes an industrial designer unique and special and unlike any other profession, and that is the industrial design process. The industrial design process is what I'm going to be going through throughout this whole season. This is the steps that an industrial designer takes, sketching to rendering to SolidWorks to prototyping. I'm going to be doing all of that, creating each individual video on their own, and I know you guys want to see that, so go ahead and just hit that subscribe button. I need to go pack. We're gonna go to CES, see some really cool things, and I'm really excited. Allow me to talk to you guys a little bit more about what the design process actually is, because you might be kind of unsure about what I'm talking about, which I completely understand. It's kind of breaking down the step-by-step phases that we take in order to develop a product from the very initial idea in our minds all the way up into something that we could hold in our hand. Sketching and prototyping in 3D and rendering and all of these different aspects. There are people out there that specialize in each and every one of these fields. There are people that know how to use every CAD program. There's specific people that know how to render all day, and they can create awesome renderings way better than an industrial designer can. And the reason is because they are specialists. They only do that one specific skill. And an industrial designer, we're taking these skills from all over the place, whether it's sketching, CAD, or rendering, or even video. We're using it all in order to create awesome products. And so as we're taking in all of these different worlds in order to create this product, there has to be some type of an organization. Because sketching is so easy and fast and loose, that's why we kind of do it towards the beginning. And all the different details of the product, you'll probably want to 3D CAD it, and so that will become later on when you've kind of defined the product. And with all this together, that's what makes an industrial designer unique. It's the process that brings these worlds together for one specific purpose, which is to create awesome products that people want to buy and want to use. This is by AEV, it looks like. Robotics. We're talking about with this video and the industrial design process, you can see that they've really tried out a lot of different versions right here. This is the industrial design process. It doesn't just immediately start with this thing and the final rendering of it. It goes through a lot of different stages. I love how you can see that the different kind of ideas that they went through, trying all the different kind of ideas that you have and really kind of putting them side by side together, exploring what can be possible and really just picking out the best solution that there is, not just jumping right into the final product. You guys can see them doing it right here. So this is called the XS brand, I think it's how it's said. And there's the mirror, and I'm really liking their industrial design right now. They're just very modern, simple, yet very beautiful and elegant looking. I'm really liking this, all the way from the CMF of it, from the shiny parts to the matte parts. Having the combination of these two things allows for a product to really pop. Just taking a look at some of their other products, you can see the design language kind of carried throughout their whole product line. So I just stepped out of CES, or at least one of the buildings, but this is where it starts and this is what it looks like. This is how big CES actually is. This whole giant building, and now we're gonna be entering into this big, huge building. So I found this big, huge board here at CES, and it's a huge rendering of this product. Renderings are a great way to show off your product before it's actually been made. You can add the colors and the finishes and the textures and kind of make it look like a finished product without actually making the thing. So I'm gonna be going ahead and showing you guys how to do this, what programs to use, and I'm gonna show you guys how to improve upon your renderings to make them really pop. So follow along with me, hit that subscribe button, and I'm going to show you guys all of this throughout the whole design process of designing this fan. And I really like these fans right here, taking some inspiration from them. This pattern right here looks really nice. Tons of spokes in the pattern. For a fan, I think the pattern of this front part is going to be very crucial when it comes to the design. So I'm going to really be focusing on the pattern of the front. So this one can write. This one can 3D print, and this one can draw. I think I'm gonna have to do a sketch off with this one. Dude, Linus is the man. I love watching his YouTube videos. This is the kind of people that you'll see when you go to CES. Oh, it's a drone shot. It's a drone shot. It's a drone shot. Just kidding. It's just a scale model.
I just noticed you my queen. You looking like some buttercream. You know exactly what I need. Hot cocoa, sweet and savory. And that's you, that's you. It's true, it's true. And that's you, that's you. You do the things that you do. I just noticed you my queen. You looking like some buttercream. You know exactly what I need. Hot cocoa, sweet and savory. My boo, my boo. It's true, yeah, it's true. And you do the things that you do. I just spotted you from across the room, fixing me a plate and got me in the mood. What did I do to deserve a woman like you? Something just happens when the night is cool. Got my eyes on you like I'm trying to move through the crowd like I'm apple cider smooth. Before I grab my food, wrap my arms around you, sway for a minute, have been in this kitchen, my boo.
Okay, so this thing is really cool. It's a 3D printer, but all of the X and Y coordinates, X, Y, and Z coordinates are exposed. Usually it's all enclosed in a box of some sort, but this thing is even way cooler because this head here, this one's specifically for 3D printing, as you guys can see like this. But you can actually switch out this head for a different one, so you guys can see in this one is actually for laser etching, and it'll do something like this. But not only that, you could also switch it out for a CNC head. And so it's actually CNCing a small piece of wood, and it'll give you something like this. You guys can see that it's raised. Oh my goodness gracious, these things are so cool. So he's saying it's gonna cost around $850, which is an absolute steal, and it'll come with 3 of these different heads. So the 3D printing head, the laser etching head, and then also the CNC head. Man, that is so cool. Woo! I am back from CES, and I gotta say, guys, that was extremely fun. If you guys haven't gone yet, I highly recommend you guys go if you have the chance. I'm probably gonna go maybe once a year, once every other year, because it was just really that much fun. I hope you guys really got the gist of the industrial design process. It literally is just the steps that we take going through from the first initial idea all the way up into something that you can hold in your hand. Everything has a process, whether that's baking a cake or making your bed. You got to start from the first thing that makes sense, move on to the next thing that makes sense until you finally get to where you want to be. This is going to be the introduction video to the industrial design process. In the next video, I'm going to be telling you guys about how I receive projects, project introductions when they are assigned to me, and how I think about them. So that'll be for the next video, guys, and so on and so forth. I'm going to be creating these videos going through the design process while designing a fan. So go ahead and follow along with me, and I really hope you guys do, so that you can have your own project that you can put in your own portfolio and hopefully land a job and just be very, very proud to show people. Hit that subscribe button. I'm super excited to get started in on this. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed your time here. My name is Jimmy, and I will catch you next week. Peace.